So that's handy. So note to self, make sure the combine header is put on the correct way. Oh, where's our combine gone? Oh, come back. Hey guys, welcome back to AF Farms for another episode of Haut Beyleron start from scratch. So carrying on from last episode, we had an epic fail with our harvest contract, so we're harvesting in the rain, and little did I realise that the yield, obviously I knew the yield would be reduced. I will just get this guy back to the farm. So the yield was going to be reduced because we're harvesting in the rain. However, I thought it didn't impact the contract viability. However, we got to a point where we weren't able to collect on the contract because we hadn't delivered a sufficient amount of crop to the sell point. So the contract therefore became unachievable. So bit of a mess up on my part, but live and learn. So we're back for another day. So what we're going to do today, we've got a couple of harvesting contracts we can utilise. So I am going to borrow the items for field 36. So we've got pretty much the same setup as last time. So the plan is we'll get this contract underway and we're going to try and do some of our own work on our own farm. So we're just going to layer in these contracts as a bit of something to do and just sort of boost our earning potential. So hopefully this will attach here. So far so good. So like I've said before, contracts are a good way to just sort of experiment and get to play around with a few different bits of equipment. So let's find out where field 36 is. Not far from here. So open our worker menu, set destination. We'll go just to there. So our ideal 8T should drive over there. We'll rendezvous with the, what is this, the T8. We've got our newly purchased T9 just sitting there waiting to be put to use. So that's handy. So note to self, make sure the combine header is put on the correct way. Oh, where's our combine gone? Oh, come back. Alright, while I sort this out, I'll cut the video and then we'll come back in once I've figured out what I'm doing here. Alright, here we are again, round 2. So hopefully this time we can figure this out. Now trust me, I am somewhat seasoned at this game. I mean, it wouldn't look like it if this is the first video you've seen me play. But trust me, I'm a professional. I mean, I'm like most people, I just try things, figure them out. Like I said in another video, I don't normally play with these types of headers and trailers because I find them a bit annoying. So what am I supposed to do here? This is just supposed to sit there. Nah, it's got to clip on, eh? I think that's it. So now if I hook onto the hitch here, okay, well what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to drive this over to prevent any further issues. But that looks pretty good. I mean, I said that last time, but so far so good. Still attached. Okay, we're onto something here. One thing I am going to do when I expand these fields is get rid of these oak trees. I mean, they do look nice, but geez, they're a pain for third-person steering and just general visibility. Plus, I'll be able to widen the fields a little bit extra. Let's set up over on this verge, get this guy connected, and we'll set this guy off on a worker pretty much straight away. So I'll do a headland row just here. Okay, let's get this guy over. I'm going to auto drive him over with the, yep, so he'll be hopefully uneventful. Okay, so this guy's nice and close, so I'll drive him over manually. Still in desperate need of repairs. I mean, we did take a $10,000 loss on that last contract. So our solar panels saved the day overnight. Propped us up by about 10 grand. However, I do want to try and utilise, well, I definitely need to get this tractor and header combo fixed up because long term it's not going to be sustainable. Alright, here we are, let's get hooked up and we'll get a worker underway straight up Okay, so let's see. Okay, we've got our grain cart ready to go. Got our harvester ready to go. Let him do his thing. So let's have a look at these other contracts quickly. So let's zoom out so we're seeing what we're doing. Okay, I got a $6,000 harvest here. Yeah, I'll go for this one. So we're going to borrow the items for that. So it's obviously harvest season at the moment, so this is pretty much identical equipment to what we had last video, so we should be reasonably familiar with how this is all set up. Now I do favour the JCB fast track because we've got that extra speed, so field 22, so let's send our worker up to, oh, let's go roughly over here, JCB fast track. Okay, so that guy is on the way. And then I'm going to do the same with the combine. So what I like to try and do is utilise workers as much as possible, particularly in FS22 because we've got more auto drive functions as standard. So PC players have obviously had course play, other mechanisms of auto drive. Console, it's relatively new in this edition of the game. So, and I don't see a lot of Let's Plays and let's say YouTubers utilising workers the way that I do. Oh, come on. Oh, is that? Okay. Fair enough. So that little, well, let's just call that a win. I'll leave it at that. Hopefully we're hooked up here, we're not going to fall off. I wish there was some sort of indication to say whether or not, I mean, that to me looks like it's on. Fingers crossed, right? Yeah, I wish there was some form of notification to say that, you know, you're hooked up correctly or something. Because if you didn't know which way to put the header on, how would you know otherwise? Alright, let's go field 33, so we're going to go this one as well. So, okay, I'll let these guys do their thing. So all we're trying to do here is maximise our harvesting efficiency. So we've got three contracts on the go, three lots of workers. We'll probably just do the carting of the grain. I do like the little class tractors, eh? They're very good. Alright, where are we going with this guy? Looks like we're going to field 33. So once again, our worker menu, use our destination function. I am going to start them, well, let's just go over there. So the small tractors and the small trailers tend to be pretty reliable in terms of their driving. It's the combines and the bigger tractor trailer combos that tend to get stuck. Well, at least in my experience anyway. So if you've had a different experience, let me know down below in the comments. Keeping in mind I play on console, so it's a little bit of a different beast. So you do get a little animation to say, or to show, that you're hooked on correctly. Okay, so this guy is going to field, oh, where did we say? 33. I've got a feeling this guy here is potentially going to be in the way. And right on cue. What's cut? Oh, this AI traffic cracks me up, eh? Alright, let's unload here. Looks like our other combine's about to empty as well. So we're going to be pretty busy today. I think just getting set up with loading and unloading and other such things. Okay, so he's ready to unload. This guy is ready to get started. Alright, at least our grain cart's here too, so that's handy. He's a little bit forceful on the old contact, this guy's still in transit, this guy's already here, this guy. Alright, let's get hooked back up. Alright, let's go and unload our other combine. So yeah, a lot of this episode is just going to be me ferrying crop back and forth, much like the last episode. But this is basically just what we've got, what we can utilise at the moment for start from scratch game mode. What I'm going to do here is going to try a slightly different unloading procedure. So I'm going to dismiss the worker, disconnect the header, and then I'm going to back straight up so I don't have to turn And this should be a little bit more effective. Okay, what is that guy doing? I find these workers sometimes they have a mind of their own. Okay, let's try this. So we get a nice run up this way. That's fine. Okay, alright, this guy's driven on the crop. Good work. Top marks for realism. Okay, so I'll park this guy here. Oop, don't put it in the drink. That would be unfortunate. Alright, can I get off the trailer? Thank you. Alright, let's go. Let's just go. You know what, I'm just going to go from here, because I don't want to have to do another 50 million point turn to turn around. Okay, this guy's empty, let's hook back on. This probably really needs a headland row, doesn't it? Let's do that. So we're going to have to drive on the crop here. But because we don't own the field, and it's a contract, crop destruction does not matter, apparently. So I've got all the start from scratch settings as is, so let's just send this guy off on a worker. Okay, cool. And we're empty again on Red 2, or Red Fox. That's a Star Wars reference for those of you playing at home. Pretty sure it was Red 2. I mean, if I've totally butchered that, don't be offended, because I'm not that big of a fan of Star Wars. But yeah, feel free to correct me on that. I'm more of a OG Star Wars fan, if anything. Okay, let's try our little maneuver again. Okay, dismiss the worker. Let's back on up. Yeah, I feel this is a little bit more efficient than trying to drive alongside and do a 3-point turn, because then I can walk away. Oh, that really annoys me, that. So in FS19, you used to be able to exit out of a vehicle, go to a different vehicle altogether on the map somewhere else, and the unloading operation would still happen. But in FS22, if this vehicle doesn't have a worker in it, you can't leave it to empty, which is super annoying. May just be a console problem, I don't know, but if you're having the same issue, let me know in the comments, and let's petition Giants to rectify this for the next game, because us console people need love too, right? Okay, 64%, so we've got plenty left in that one. This guy's about 44% full. This guy is doing well. Where's our other guy? Yeah, we got plenty of time. Actually, what I might do... Well, actually, I'm not going to be able to, am I? Try and unload on the go. But I haven't given myself that much room. And this guy's going to be on the wrong side, potentially. So what I'm going to do, actually, is so I can unload on the go here, I'll set him up to go down this side. So therefore the pipe will be on the right side. And when I say the right side, actually the left side. So we can unload on the go. Okay, let's do this. So I really wish I had kept that McCormick tractor that I purchased and then sold in order to facilitate the purchase of the T9, because then I would have been able to buy a suitably small tractor, and it would have just really would have helped with these harvesting contracts. Yeah, I just want to make sure we're fully emptied here, and then I'll just park up, let this guy do his thing. The easy way to tell is when the speed of filling slows down significantly. So like right now we're still, yeah, there we are. So we just now we're not storing on the combine, we're just offloading straight away. So once we hit that point, this guy probably needs an empty shortly. This guy could probably get emptied. So let's go and see if we can't unload. So it just speeds up the efficiency a little bit, especially when we've got three harvests on the go. His pipe going to be around the right way? I think it might be. I guess we'll find out in about 2 seconds. So yes, turns out that is correct. Okay, come on, can we unload here? Oh, is this... This trailer is too big. Oh, good work on the... That is a balls up. So how the hell am I supposed to empty this? Oh wow. Is that because... Come on. Is this a stitch up or what? So this is the recommended... This is the recommended equipment for this contract, right? I'm led to believe. I could be tripping here, but... This pipe is too big. It's wow, that is ridiculous. Oh, you've got to get the perfect angle. Oh my god. That's super annoying, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Because I want to get paid for this contract, that's for sure. Lesson learned. I'm sure we did this before. We had this exact same setup and it was fine. So I don't know what's happened between now and the last contract. Could just be me, but anyway. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright, where is our... So these guys both need emptying, so I'm going to go for... I'll go for this guy again, because he's a bit closer. Okay, so this guy should unload effectively because he is still being activated by the worker, so I can leave the area and not have to worry about it. Okay, this guy is doing a 50 million point turn. So we might get a full load here. Okay, so this is field 36. I've got to remember where to actually take this. That would be handy. Okay, field 36 has got to go to GCHB grain elevator, which is... Let's tag the place all the way up there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send this over on a worker. So create job, deliver to GCHB grain elevator, and we're going to set it to loop, and we're going to go start job. So this guy should drive all the way over there unassisted, on the crop of course. So just FYI, this is not me driving. This is the AI. So they say AI is going to take over the world, but if the farm sim AI is anything to go by, I think we're pretty safe. But if you're listening to this AI, please know that I love you and don't hurt me. Alright, let's just leave that go for the moment. Hopefully we don't have any issues. Okay, let's hook up here, grab this load. And to be honest, this guy's probably ready for an unload too. And I think this has got to go to the grain mill, so it's not as far, which will be very, very handy. Okay, we should be able to... Yep. So while that's unloading, let's have a look at field 33 contract. So field 33 has got to go to the grain mill, so nice and easy. So I'll do that after this load. Okay, so it looks like our trailer is full, so let's carry on. Alright, I'll drive this load over, and then we'll drop it off. And we'll go from there, so I'll meet you over there. Alright, here we are at the grain mill with our Brantner trailer and Class Axion tractor. Okay, let's get this unloaded. So this should be a tip side back job. Alright, 28% on field 33, so that's good. Alright, we'll leave that video here, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. When we come back for the next video, we'll carry on with our harvest and see if we can't wrap it up in the next video. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.